Welcome to Nano Podcast. This is a family podcast where we discuss everyday family issues. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah, in today's podcast, we are going to look into a controversial, should I call it a topic or question? Why I said it's controversial is that no one can decide for you as a parent. It has to be your call, because your reaction and the way you might handle the situation would differ from mine. I will start the podcast with a quote by Emma Watson. Goes this way: a lot of children of this generation have their entire lives made public before they have a say about what they would want. I think it should always be a choice. I love social media and I love what it can do and how it brings people together. But use it the wrong way, it's incredibly dangerous. That's a quote by Emma Watson. And the question goes this way: should children have a social media account?
Well, this is as scary as it comes. As you can see, it's a tough question to ask. Which social media are you talking about? Is it Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or Pinterest? These platforms are popular among adults and young people, and it's become a part of our lives.
It's, like you said, it has become a part of our lives. The other generations, they see social media differently from this generation. To a parent, when you mention social media, what comes in mind is risk, is a responsibility and duty. Remember, in our last podcast, we've discussed about social media. We discussed about the impact it has on parents and their children alike. We discussed how parents' behavior on social media can affect their children in the future. We also give reasons why you shouldn't post your children online. It's part of what we've been discussing on this podcast. When you look at social media, to a young person, is a means of communication. They use social media to reach out to the wider community, right? So it's a medium for them to have fun. It's a medium for them to meet new people, so they make new friends and they connect to my family members. You will not be wrong if you say that young people can't do without social media.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. But social media has been a big part of young people's lives, young people's social lives. So as you said, they use those platforms to enjoy themselves, construct and maintain friendships. You can even share interests on particular platforms and find someone with the same interests. Also, if you're away from your family for a while, for example, you're at your friend's house at a sleepover and you have to use WhatsApp to call your parents or call your family and tell them you're doing fine there, everything is going smoothly. I'm not saying I disagree with you. Social media can be used for bad, as we said in our previous podcasts. However, it's very easy to assume that children or teenagers should not be on websites or have apps like Snapchat or Instagram because of the risk that is involved in it. And as parents normally say, that social media is risky.
Yeah, to parents, it's risky. When you mention social media, they're scared of it because of a lot of parents might be wary of the dangers that is associated with the social media. They are scared of the predators. There are people out there, like we said, in our last podcast, they are just out there to harm people. You understand? Some of those people, what they do, they put out all those inappropriate images, sexual images and all that. You understand? You see them, they have an abusive languages, they're putting out their sexual content online, and all those things, they are exposed to children as well. Do you understand? So it's normal for parents to be afraid. You understand? But being afraid is not why you stop. I get me? Because social media is here. It's here to stay. Are you getting me? So children, they're already getting exposed to most of those things. The only thing that I might say is that I think the best thing to do is to find a way. The parents has to find a way to educate their children about social media. Let them know what not to do. Let them know what not to post on social media. Let them know what is happening in social media. You just have a word. Are you getting me? Talk to them. Let them understand. If you're talking about the predators, what they are out there to do. Are you getting me? It's just like educate their children. That's what I think the best thing parents have to do.
Yeah. As a teenager, there are a lot of benefits that we get on the internet and social media. And let's look at a few benefits of having social media. 1, education. Sometimes children will use social media websites to help them with their homework or schoolwork. And it makes it very easy to check in on how your son or daughter is doing in school.
Mm-hmm.
For example, teachers in the school could make a website to help parents or guardians know what is going on in the school at that moment in time. Or if there's an event going on. Your child can even host discussions on certain apps to speak with classmates about schoolwork and what things they can work on.
Yeah, you said about you're talking about education. If you watch, if you realize what is happening around us at the moment, since the pandemic, right? If there's no internet and social media and all that, I think it's going to be difficult for schools to communicate or reach out to their students, even for students to learn. Do you understand? Because most of them now, they are going online to teach. They're going online to interact. They're going online to reach out to their people, to reach out to their students. Do you understand? So education, teachers have passed on education through social media. They pass on through internet and all that. You made mention about some students as well. They're using that avenue to interact with others. Even you find out that some kids, they're enjoying it because now what they can do, they can record themselves on the topic they want to speak about. They post it online for other kids to listen to. They might not do that physically. Do you understand what I mean? But it has given them that motivation, has given them that confidence in order for them to record themselves and post it online to reach out. All those things is through internet and social media. You understand? They're doing all the stuff. So you said it's a benefit. Yeah, it's part of it's benefit. It's benefit. You understand? It's not really only bad things that are coming out of it. Social media is here. You have to understand something. It's here. And there's nothing we can do about it. The only thing we have to do is just to have to find a way to go around it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And 2, creativity. Children and teenagers could make their own website, game, or app just by using social media. It could bring a lot of creativity into your child's life, and they could create anything they want. For example, if your child does not do that many activities, you could show them a way to occupy themselves, and you never know, it could help them in a lot of ways you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, they said it all. Being creative. Like, you remember I said earlier, some kids, you see them, they record themselves, isn't it? They post it out. You send that on their own now. They're being creative. They're being themselves. Do you understand? They can put in colors. They put in a lot of things in order to make that video, understand, amazing, to make that video good to their own standard they want. Do you understand? All these things is what they're doing through social media. They're learning that as well from social media, learning that from other peers. Understand? So, and being creative, like you said, most of them, through that social media, through their group chat or through WhatsApp and everything, you understand? They're learning from each other. They're learning from their mates. Do you understand what I mean? Some of them, they can ask questions of things they don't know. Are you getting me? So it's on the same. Everything is all that in group. You understand? So it's not all that bad about social media. Understand that the benefit of social media is enormous. Like we said, it's enormous. That if we use it right, it's going to benefit a lot.
Mm-hmm. And 3, your child's mental well-being. Letting your child join online communities or groups that are for a good cause could boost their morale, and it could even make them want to help that cause even more in the future. For example, their friends make a group on Facebook that is against global warming and they want a change. What if your son or daughter asks you if they can join it and take part in what they're doing? Then you think that this will help them a lot socially, and it will give them belonging in a good cause.
Yeah, the word belonging, especially pick that word belonging. You know, a lot of teenagers are making waves. It's through social media that most people know who Greta Thunberg is. Do you understand? Without social media, I don't think a lot of people would have known who she is. Do you understand? So she reached out to a lot of people through social media. She organized all this mass, what they call it, protest around the world through social media. You understand? So it's something amazing. You know, when you're talking about, you said about global warming, and maybe your child wants to join in a group and all those kind of things. You understand me? So it gives them that belonging. It gives them that sense of, how will I say it, entitlement that they are doing something good. I get me? So, you know that. But what you have to understand is that it's not that most parents might not see it that way. Do you understand? So when you talk about social media, they're just, the thing, like I said to you earlier, the thing that comes to their head is risk. Things that how they might not trust their children. Understand? To protect themselves morally on there. And they forget that risky is everywhere in our life. The only thing is just for us to do to control the risk. When you're going on the street or passing the road, everything is all risky, but how do you do it? You get what I'm saying? You as a parent, you already know that, you cannot take a phone and give to your 8-year-old or 10-year-old child and allow them to just wander around beside their phone and all the stuff, having an app. Even they can't even take care of themselves. Do you understand? So those are the things that parents understand me. So there are things that I have to put into control. I have to put into context as well. Understand? Parents, yes, they are scared, they are risky. When they say social media is about risk, that's what comes to their head. Do you understand what I mean? But there's a lot of things that are going on in social media that parents are supposed to know. Most parents don't know. Most of them don't even know all of these apps you are calling Pinterest, Instagram, and all those stuff. Do you understand? Most of them don't want to know. And that is bad. They have to know. We have to keep up with the social technology, because technology is taking everywhere. It's everywhere. It's taking up everything. And there's many, many apps that are coming out that we don't even know their names. Do you understand what I mean? That is the problem. And the kids are the ones, they are knowing, they are even getting exposed in all those apps around. Do you understand what I mean? That is what the parents have to look into first, to consider.
I understand that. And I also understand that to some parents, social media is a no-no, and they'd rather ban their children from social media. But what they forget is that some consoles are embedding social media into their apps, and schools use social media for learning. Also, your child might be curious and they would like to know about it through their friends outside of your home. And I think it's better that you educate them than they learn from an outsider.
That one is, I think that's the most important part out of it. Because if though your children can't trust you to talk to you about social media, do you understand? And they go out there, and you have to understand something, most of their kids, most of their mates as well have social media. Do you understand? Maybe they are on social media. So they're seeing their mates as well, right? So they're learning from their mates outside. You don't know what they're learning there. You don't know what they're studying. You don't know what they are looking into. Do you understand what I mean? And sometimes it might even warrant the child to do what? To have a secret account, and which you don't know what they're doing. Do you understand? Which is bad. But as a parent, if you know or put your mind into to find out what is happening around, especially about social media, then you can like educate your children, educate your child about the ins and outs of it, what not to post and what not to post, what to post and what to not post online. You understand? So, like I said earlier, the parents need to talk and discuss the use of social media. Is if it's necessary for them to have it. If the answer is yes, that the child needs to have social media, do you understand? Then use that opportunity to do what? To educate them about what to do. Do you understand? Educate them what to post. Educate them, let them know that it's inappropriate for them to like post their pictures, naked pictures online. Let them know that it's inappropriate for them to use racist words online. Because all those things will do what? To come back to haunt them. Do you understand what I mean? They shouldn't be violent or using violence messages online as well. Do you understand what I mean? All these kind of things, they have to let them know what to post and what not to post. So by letting them know all of those stuff, it's going to be easier for them. You get what I'm saying? Instead of them now learning from outside, but now they learn from their parents and what not to do and what to do. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, because in the end, it's parents' responsibility. It's their decision. Nobody going to decide for the parent. They already know their children better more than anyone. Are you getting me? So once they made the right decisions, that's the best thing that happens for them and their family. Do you understand? Like, what I'm just saying is that they are accountable. There are many of them. Apps that are coming. There are many of them, even the ones you say now, they are embedding all those apps now. Social media is into apps. Most of them now, even as they're playing the games and all that, they be chatting as well at the same time. You parents might not know all this stuff. They don't know who the children are chatting with. I get what I'm saying? But when they educate them and talk to the children and find out what's happening, I think it helps a bit. You know, I was reading one article and one parent was saying that what she did was the daughter was in a group. They has a group where they are.
Group chat.
It was like a group chat or something like that. So what the parent did was she told the daughter to add her, but with another song or with another name. So the parent was in that group. Why is he there? Why is she there? Just to monitor what is happening in that group. That's the way she thinks that she can monitor the daughter. She can follow the daughter to know what is happening out there. But every other person might have different ways they can do that as well. You get what I'm saying? In everything that I'm saying is that social media, there are good and bad of it. The best thing is just for you to get it right. Make it at least for your family to be safe. That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Thank you for staying with us till the end. Don't forget to like and share this podcast.
And don't forget that family is everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.